Hey there, this is risky behavior, so don't criticize me. I don't think it's cruel. It just gives some stimulation to the Tegu to not just have his food handed to him or handed to her. Makes them work for it, and out in the wild they jump and struggle and have to chase their prey, and so I think every once in a while doing what I'm about to do is not a bad thing, and hopefully I can avoid having my hand or my finger chomped, because it would be very, very bad. But you'll see it on video if it happens. So I'm going to grab Tegu and we're going to get started. All right, to start, here's Mac, my year and maybe 2-month-old. He's 38 inches long. He's grown a couple inches in a short amount of time. But Mac is he's mostly predictable, but he just from time to time, their personalities just shift. And so I have really learned to, show him my hands. I've not trained him, as far as coming in with a color palette or something, or maybe I'll do that to train him, when I come in for attention or if I'm coming in for feeding, because it's getting a little crossed. Signals crossed, and so maybe I need to start doing that, having a tool that he can identify as it's feeding time. But I've also found that it's really good, instead of coming in and grabbing him in the midsection, is to grab him behind the rear head, kind of like a snake, and back there right behind. You can feel his jowls, but grab him that way, and always grab him by the meat of his tail. But let me put him down, and that leaves me in control when I come in. And let me make sure you can see this in the video. When I come in and pin him behind the head, and he can't turn around and get me, and I got his tail. He doesn't necessarily like that, but in a situation, you got to avoid being bit. So I wanted to share that. Now I go in, and when I pick him up, and I'm not sure about what mood he's in, I'll just come down and just go right behind his head and kind of grab him that way. That way he has limited motion, kind of similar to a snake. But with a snake, you're more on the head, holding the head. But Mac doesn't quite have the same structure as a snake does. But let me go get the small rat that I have, and we'll have a little bit of fun. Mac's got pretty good eyesight. Well, look how fast he hammers that down. It's time that we're going to graduate now to probably up to a medium-sized rat. Medium-sized rats, and maybe, in between small to medium-sized chickens, because they're the baby chicks, because they are quite a bit, seems to be more affordable. But Mac is a monster. He's looking for more food. But I have a fair amount of trust with him. But you always got to be on your toes. Within split second to read and be able to move quickly, because Mac is very, very powerful. He has serious bursts of speed where he can come running at you if he thinks you're food. And you got to be able to react pretty quickly, especially if you are shoeless or have flip-flops on. But that's it for the video. Thanks for viewing.